What is going on, guys? I am User Unknown, or the Casual Gamer, depending on what channel you're coming from. Whatever you want to call me, that is what I'll be. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. This is UCW, a completely custom WWE 2K25 universe that I started on my PC a month and a half ago. Now, as of next week, we are moving to Next Gen as well. That's right, we will have a Last Gen and a Next Gen show. So if you are wanting to join and have never been a part of one of these, or a longtime veteran and want to join a new one, all you have to do is post your created character on 2K25, Last Gen or Next Gen, with the hashtags UCWUU and UCWEF. Leave a comment on whatever video you find this on, letting me know that you did it. I'll get you in, join the Discord in the description of the YouTube, and then you are now united. Hopefully that statement didn't make you click off the video. I don't say it very often. It's just a little bit of a tagline. Anyway, if you are not new and you are returning, welcome back to UCW. You know exactly who I am, and my voice probably annoys you like 25% of the time. And that's completely understandable. I have to hear it all the time. I have no other voice than the voice that I am currently speaking with. So how do you think I feel? This is more of just a statement and an announcement for everybody who's actually a part of UCW already and is returning, or maybe you've been subscribed and didn't know that you could join. There's a couple of different things that this video serves a purpose for, but it's mostly an announcement that we are moving to Next Gen. I know I've said it this week's programming, but I'm making a video to actually show you guys the belts, the arenas, some of the new things that you can kind of expect. And I just honestly haven't made a video to address what UCW is and who the hell I am, so I'm doing that as well. But anyway, without further ado, this is UCW.
Shadows crawl under my skin, voices whisper where I've been. If fists clenched tight, can't let it go, falling faster in the undertow.
He's got the head trapped. DDT. Bradley Sparks just laid out Aleister McCarthy. Rope, what's he looking for here? Big elbow drop down onto Ricky Schwartz. He's looking to make his way up that ladder, ladies and gentlemen. Trey Miguel and Keith both making their way to the feet. Schwartz, not enough. Catches him and drops him down on his knees. PJ Thunder going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. PJ Thunder retained. Is this going to be enough from Aleister McCarthy? He's got him up, down onto his shoulders. He goes for the cover on Bradley Sparks. 1, 2. He's got another submission. This looks like a Hell's Gate locked in. PJ Thunder showing the strength off. He picks up Ricky Schwartz, drops him down on his back. 2 hands on it. Trey Miguel makes his way to his feet, just barely stopping Owen Draven. He gets Owen Draven down. Head trapped. Ricky Schwartz. Big pile drive. Again, another. He caught him going for the cover out of nowhere. 1, 2. He's got a light bar across the face of Thunder. He's got a submission locked in. Ryan Davis goes over the top rope onto Keith. A table. Aleister McCarthy roll-up pin. Schwartz approaches Thunder. Big DDT. He rolls him over. Got him down onto his back once again. PJ Thunder knees. Not a good thing for him. He's bleeding. Big kick from Trey Miguel. The only man standing. Is that enough time to do what he needs to do? He set the ladder up. Now, like I said, we did move to Next Gen. This is on my PS5, so if you are on PS5 or Xbox Series S or X, this will be your home. We have UCW Overdrive, Prime, and Breakdown. Now, I know that these might be shows on other eFeds. If it is, if you're pressed about it, we can work something out. I can get it changed, whatever. It's a wrestling show. I genuinely do not care enough for it to be a beef situation, so if you're pressed about it, I'll just change it. Same thing with any of the wrestlers. I did not create a lot of these guys. They are all under community creation, under eFed or Custom Caw or MyRise. Every single one of them, to my knowledge, had using your custom universe, using your YouTube videos, making it known that they're okay with other people using them. I tried my damnedest. If you have a problem with me using them, just let me know. I'll take them out. It's that simple. Anyway, to get into the action, we've got UCW Overdrive. Overdrive is the equivalent of World Class for Last Gen. This is your traditional wrestling, your more pristine, your more grappling technician-based wrestling show, we have the UCW Overdrive Championship. This is a different universe than what we're actually going to be playing on. Nobody is champion in the universe that we will be starting next week. And just because I haven't said it the whole time, we will be streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That is how Next Gen will work. Last Gen will all be streamed on Sunday still, and I'll still edit and post those Monday, Wednesday, Friday. With the Next Gen shows, they will be streamed Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and they will be posted Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So we now have uploads in some capacity every day other than Sunday, but the long stream that will be World Class Awakening and Friday Night Fights will all happen on Sunday. Now, this is technology permitting, because I know that I can do about an hour and a half of streaming, no problem. I did it with War Thunder. If you haven't gone to check out The Casual Gamer, go check that out. I play all types of video games: wrestling, War Thunder, Magic the Gathering. I even played Fortnite that one time. I've been playing a tiny little bit of smidgen of Marvel's Rivals here recently. I love simulation games. I've been planning on a SimCity playthrough and so much more. Go check it out, because honestly, gaming is my passion. Wrestling is just a little bit of a secret, hidden thing that I love, and have since I was a kid. My dad absolutely loved it. He worked in Memphis Wrestling for a little while, way back when, and ever since, you know, he's loved wrestling his whole life. He passed that on to me. Took a few years off, and now I'm back. I love what I do. I still struggle to watch WWE, though. We've got the Overdrive World Heavyweight Championship right there. The Continental Championship, which is by far my favorite championship out of the Next Gen belts. I absolutely love the way this one turned out. We've got the Fighting Spirit Championship. The Fighting Spirit Championship is for your younger generation, for your less talented wrestlers who are still on the main roster, either because they weren't fitting the demographic of what Prime is, or because they're just a little higher overall than what Prime is for. And then we've got the World Tag Team Championships right here. You can't really see it because Homeboy's hand is in the way, but since this doesn't matter, I can just remove the champion. There you are right there. Kind of bland, kind of basic. These are one of the ones that I'm definitely looking to redesign. And then we've got the UCW Women's Overdrive Champion, another one that definitely needs a little bit of work and a little bit of health and love to it. And then we have the UCW Overdrive Women's Heritage Championship. Now, this is because women's wrestling is just as important here in UCW, so we have a belt to honor the prestigious and best wrestlers of the women's wrestlers of the history of wrestling. And then we have the Golden Hour Briefcase. This is akin to the Money in the Bank briefcase, but it is something similar, but not the same, because here on UCW Overdrive, we don't copy. Or at least we try not to, which is why I've said multiple times, if anything is gimmick infringement, if it's the same thing and you don't want me to use the name, whether that be a wrestler, a title, a show, an arena, I don't care. It's not worth having a beef. So if you've got a problem with it, I would much rather you be happy than me have to deal with it. So I'll just fix it and just get rid of it and change it and do whatever I got to do. Because ultimately that is going to be better for my well-being than dealing with the problems that come with me not changing the name of something. Next up, we are going to have UCW Prime. Now, UCW Prime is our developmental show here on Next Gen. It's akin to Friday Night Fights. It is the equivalent of that. There is only 4 championships and a briefcase here on Prime. We have the UCW Prime Championship. Very nice. I really like the way that the nameplate turned out on it. It worked really well in my opinion. We have the UCW Prime Junior Heavyweight Championship. I wanted this one to be smaller, kind of like the New Japan Pro Wrestling light heavyweight or junior heavyweight championship, just because I don't like how small that one is, but I like the fact that the junior heavyweight championship is smaller and not necessarily the big grandiose thing that a real heavyweight championship would be. Then we have the Prime Internet Championship. I really like the way this one looks. It just needs a little bit of work on the nameplate to really make it stand out. And then the Prime Women's Championship, which is just very bright. And I think that a couple of things can be done to the nameplate, or the nameplate of the belt to make it just look a little bit better. And then we have the UCW Prime Time Briefcase. This can be cashed in at any time for the UCW Prime Championship. Nobody, obviously, the holder of that, because that match has not happened in this universe. Once again, this is a universe that does not matter. This is literally the universe that I play on. I play as my character in the universe that we are all a part of. I just get to do this one by myself, solo dolo. If you want to see that, let me know. It might be something we can get put together. Maybe a career of Adam Thomas here on UCW. And then we have Breakdown. UCW Breakdown is our hardcore extreme wrestling brand on Next Gen. It is your equivalent to Awakening if you are a Next Gen superstar. And ladies and gentlemen, the belts on this show are insane. I popped off with these. I'll say it. Anyway, we have the UCW Breakdown World Championship right here. The nice red leather belt, the good black plating on top. We have the Breakdown Prince of Carnage Championship. This right here, the Prince of Carnage Championship, very, very similar to a light heavyweight, junior heavyweight championship, but where this is a little bit more of a stipulation where you have to win a 2 out of 3 falls death match to win the championship. So every defense of the title will be a 2 out of 3 falls death match. We then have the Deathlock Championship, which is a submissions only championship. So if you are a submission specialist and you think that your character can handle anything that the UCW can throw at you, the Deathlock Championship is where you want to be. We then have the Extreme Tag Team Champions, which I know of one EFED DTX. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Dad Trainer is one of the best EFED content creators in the game. If you haven't checked it out, I strongly recommend going to check it out. He's one of the guys that I have learned from. He's one of the guys that I go to when I need help, and he's one of the guys that I watch and actually participate in their streams with. So, we've got the UCW Extreme Tag Team Championships. I know he has an Extreme Tag Team Championships as well. I don't think he's going to have a problem with it, but DT, if you do, you know how to get a hold of me. You know where I'm at every Tuesday and Thursday. And then we've got the UCW Breakdown Women's World Championship, another one that I really, really like. I can tell right there on the right side plate, though, that there's a little bit of work that needs to be done to it. It's kind of silver where it shouldn't be silver, but I do like the way that the colors on the sides worked out. I think it looks really good. And then there's the Ironclad Women's Championship. The Ironclad Women's Championship is the equivalent of the Fighting Spirit Championship. Once again, you'll have to win a 2 out of 3 falls death match to defend or retain this title. And then there is the UCW Clash Contract, which essentially is just the Money in the Bank. It goes for the world title. We're good. Now, let's get to some arenas. So here we are in the UCW Prime Arena. This is the developmental center here in UCW Next Gen. Sadly, it's got a lot of WWE branding, but I understand I can't take them down, stuff like that. But I wish I could have like put a image over it, something like that. I also say WWE 2K25 all the time, so like if they're really that obsessed about branding, I got you. Just let me take the damn banner down. We got Calvin Rogers, who's about to make his way down to the ring right now. Really like the way that the nameplates look. It fits the next generation tech kind of future vibe. Not very much as far as tech or like lighting or anything like that on UCW Prime. Very low budget. We bought the screens and we put a ring in there, and that's really all we were willing to do. The Prime Internet Championship looks way better actually in game and like around somebody's waist than it does just sitting in that menu. Most Skills, personally, one of the ones who I'm the most excited for coming into UCW Prime. Just based off of the description that his character had and the way that he's wrestled in a couple of the matches that I've had against him in my solo run, he's definitely something impressive. A better look at the actual arena right there. I really like the logos in the front. We kind of zoom in right here, get a little bit of a better look at everything all together. The ring turned out perfect in my opinion. I love every part of it. The bright blue ropes, the logo in the middle, the apron on the side. I really like the way that this turned out. Huge DDT from Most Skills to Calvin Rogers to start off this match. Most Skills whooped his ass, by the way. I didn't record the whole thing, but I simmed it. Now we are going to make our way over to UCW Breakdown. Breakdown, like I said earlier, is the extreme hardcore wrestling brand. Those 3 guys you saw right there are actually 3 real people who are actually a part of UCW. Those are their characters, just to show that we do have people, and there are people in the Discord, there are things to do, and people are joining. We've got the Prince of Carnage champion in this universe. We've got Jake Sims. This man is a vampire, a blood-sucking menace in UCW. It is very fitting that he is the Prince of Carnage. I'm sure he is looking to make it that way in the actual universe that we will be playing in. As you can tell, Breakdown is a much higher budget show. Way more lighting, Titantrons, we got the screens, much longer ramp. It travels We've got decorations. UCW Breakdown has a lot of things that are, ironically, breakable. 3 different color ropes to signify everything we're about. Red for blood, black for hurt, and white for perseverance here on UCW Breakdown. I really like the way that the screens looked on this one as well. Fits, in my opinion. Johnny Vegas, also a real person, like I said. I really like his entrance. It's very fitting of the character. It fits the look. It's incredible, in my opinion. This guy popped off. It's a really good job. So much that I forgot to skip his entrance when I was recording this for the video, just because I was like, damn, this is pretty good. I really like this. As you can see, the sketching, the etching, and the logo in the ring, I love the way that Breakdown's arena looks just in general, and arenas like this, or entrances like this, really make the arena just look better and pop off. So I appreciate the effort that got put into that. You can see just a much better wide span look at everything that we've got going on Breakdown now. A little bit of a walk-up pad, just to wipe your feet, just additionally. It's also a place to just show a little bit of havoc and mayhem. Ace Anderson was the last man making his way into the ring. I really like the look of this character also. This man has a lot of detail, a lot of small pieces and everything that's going on that makes it look way better. He also just fits the Breakdown vibe. I love Batista's entrance, and a guy like this makes it look 10 times better than Batista did, in my opinion. Another one that I honestly forgot to skip while I was recording this. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, I got it out of the way. The turnbuckles were really good. I really like the way that this UCW arena turned out. Breakdown probably my favorite out of the 3 new ones. With these 3 being real people who are actually members of UCW, I will give them the opportunity to see their guys in action in a UCW arena. Johnny Vegas with a big forearm to the face of Ace Anderson knocks him down off the side of the ring. Homeboy in the middle of the ring is dazed and confused while Johnny Vegas lets it fly over the top rope. He falls down, misses the big attack, makes his way back up to his feet. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Now we're on to the next. All right, and on to the next one. We're going to go to UCW Overdrive, the brother of World Class. I really like the way the stage turned out on this one, specifically the way it says Overdrive up at the top. It's got the 2 different logos down there at the side. It's even got a little bit of a red carpet situation down there at the beginning of the stage when you're walking out of Gorilla, and you'll see that. The ring, the apron, a lot more flashy. The barricade, way less flashy. I wanted it to be way more simple. Just have the apron pop out a little bit more. We've also got the LED ring post right there, just so I could add a little bit more of the Overdrive branding down at the ring. Making his way to the ring, we've got Adam Thomas making his next-gen debut to all of you. Me, I've been playing as him for 4 or 5 days at this point, just feeling everything out, seeing how everything looks. The World Heavyweight Championship around his waist, hopefully how it will be after next week. He also makes his entrance, making his way down to what's going to be his ring. Now, with the ramp lit up, you can't see the red carpet that I was talking about, but there is an Overdrive logo down there at the top of the ring. Better look at the Overdrive World Heavyweight Championship. You can see the ring with the ring post, the better ring, the rope colors. I like the way that Overdrive turned out personally. I forgot I was playing at the beginning of this match, and that was pretty funny. So I was like, why the hell did the buttons show up? And then I got hit in the face. That's UCW Next Gen. That's what we've got. That's what we're working with. The match that you guys saw, like I probably said in the voiceover, I don't know what I've said yet, because I haven't done it yet, but like I probably said in the voiceover, over on Breakdown, the match that you guys saw, those are actually 3 of the 4 or 5 real people we have in UCW at the moment. Everybody else, like I said, is off of community creation. So if you were looking to join, like I said at the beginning of the video, please, we'd love to have you. Join the Discord. We have the instructions there, or you can follow the instructions at the beginning of the video. It's fairly simple. As far as last gen, we are actually working towards getting some new belts, updating shows, and once we get more people on there, we will have even more. As you guys saw in this week's episode of Friday Night Fights, I tried something different to add promos into the actual shows. How that'll work in the future if we keep doing them, because the AI voice can be hit or miss, and I'm not about hiring voice actors yet. But how we will do those in the future is the best promos that go on in the Discord, or the ones that I like the most, or the ones that me and the creator think will fit best into the storyline we're trying to have be our main storylines on the actual program. We'll sit down in the general conversation of the Discord. We will pick out an AI voice, and then we will get the promo made that way, get it put into the show, and then it'll be good to go. Other than that, I really just want to say thank you. There's 86 of you at the time of this recording, and that's absolutely flabbergasting to me. I never expected it, and I'm so thankful for it. Watching that number climb is something that excites me so much. And like I've said a few times, if you think this is the end of UCW, we are just getting started. But no, like I said, this is UCW. This is what you've got to look forward to. This is what's coming in the next week or so. Next Gen arrives next week starting on Monday. Other than that, go check out The Casual, my regular gaming channel. I will be live there tonight. Obviously, whenever this is being seen, that probably won't be true. But as of the day it's being recorded, I will be live. Thanks for being here. I love having you. If you haven't already, join the Discord. That makes it the user experience even better as far as UCW, but it's also a chance to just play games with me. Specifically War Thunder at the moment, because that's really what I'm looking for people to play with. I will put out a warning. I don't get very parasocial. I don't really want... Like, I obviously know that you can meet great people, and they can start out as fans and be friends, and, like, that's cool, but I see all these creators who are, like, super involved in all of their fans' lives and stuff like that, and I'm just like, that's how you create this slightly unhealthy connection between people. So I will say that, but I will obviously respond to messages when I see them. I won't avoid people. I'll be a good content creator. Anyway, thanks for picking UCW. I'm User Unknown, or The Casual. That is the name of the gaming channel, by the way, if you are going to go check it out. And come back. Watch next time. If you haven't checked out everything that we've done so far, there's about a month and a half of content. There's about 120 full-length videos and a shit ton of shorts. And I'll see you later.